Hello. I went from this to this in a year, and I've written everything that I did to fight my hair loss to grow thicker, healthier hair on this whiteboard. Today we're going to be talking about everything that has worked for me, so buckle up, strap in, because this video is jam-packed with strategies to fight your hair loss in a holistic, scientifically backed way. So let's just get into it. Before we get into the video, I want to make sure that everyone understands my type of hair loss. I suffer from androgenetic alopecia, a genetic hair disorder. I have diffuse hair thinning across my whole scalp, and I was diagnosed by my doctor when I was about 19. I also have PCOS. Hair loss was triggered by my PCOS, but the strategies, the ingredients, the tools that I talk about today can be applied to any type of hair loss. If you do have hair loss, get a blood test. Rule out any vitamin deficiencies, thyroid, any other underlying health conditions that could be causing your hair loss. It's a lot easier to fix when you know the underlying root cause. With that out of the way, let's just get into the juicy details of how I regrew my hair thicker, stronger, healthier, using only natural methods. No minoxidil, no finasteride here. We only care about things that are good for the planet, good for your body, and not going to cause you more harm than good. We're going to be talking about 3 approaches you can adopt today to start implementing in your hair growth routine. The first will tackle blood flow. Second will tackle internal nourishment, and third is going to be the mind sanctuary. So that's everything to do with your mind and your mental well-being. The first one, which is the most crucial part of your hair growth regimen, is blood flow. Blood flow is the key to hair growth. Without blood flow, we don't get oxygen, we don't get nutrients delivered to our hair follicles, which it needs to grow thick and strong. The delivery of blood flow gives hair its strength. The restriction of blood flow restricts oxygen, restricts nutrients, and therefore causes hair thinning, disrupts the hair growth cycle, and forces hair follicles to go into the shedding phase, which is more hair fall in the shower. There are multiple ways of stimulating blood flow, and I'm going to be talking about all the tools that I use. So first up is the derma-roller. The derma-roller is one of the best tools for hair loss and hair growth. Numerous studies, numerous anecdotes, numerous people have had amazing results, and including my customers, myself. I've been using the microneedling device for years now, and it is the #1 tool to stimulate blood flow effectively. Make sure you are getting the right tool, needle. You're getting a derma roller with individual stainless steel needles, individual stainless steel rather than one with metal wheel discs that cause tram track scarring. It is not fun. I regularly do scalp massages, at least 10 to 15 minutes a day. You want to make sure you're moving the scalp, not rubbing the hair follicles, because you want to relieve scalp tension, which restricts blood flow. By doing that, you are creating more blood circulation and more freedom for the scalp to move so that it can receive the nutrients it needs to grow. So I use my hands. I also use a rose quartz scalp comb coming out very soon, and I have used some massage devices. The best one that I've used is the Hair Guard massage device. It's brilliant because it pushes your scalp upwards so that it then creates that microcurrent within the scalp. There's a lot of studies done on it. A lot of customers have had amazing results. I've read all of the reviews, and I've been using this every day. You can go about your day using this device, which is what I love, but the more economical solution is to use a scalp massage brush, a rose quartz comb, or your hands. These beautiful hands that God gave you, you can use these. But if you wanted a more easier solution, then the Hair Guard massage machine is brilliant. It's so good. It basically inflates, pushes the scalp upwards, and you don't actually have to worry about it. You can just watch TV and go about your business. So I would recommend checking that out. You want to be doing this every day. If you stopped feeding your pet or your plant, even for one day, you have to think about blood flow like that. You have to think about your hair as a garden, as a plant, or even as your most trusted pet. you want to give it food every day. And the way to do that is to stimulate blood flow every single day. My routine includes microneedling once a week. I do scalp massages every day. I ensure I am making the scalp really move, invigorating the scalp for at least 15 to 20 minutes every single day. And I guarantee just incorporating scalp massages, you will see a difference straight away in your hair growth. The other way to stimulate blood flow is using topical treatments that stimulate blood flow. Minoxidil works because it is a vasodilator. It stimulates blood flow to the scalp, to the hair follicles. That is the mechanism at work here, stimulating blood flow through topical treatments. Ingredients that help to stimulate blood flow are things like rosemary, peppermint, sage, cedarwood essential oils, and I always recommend to dilute these essential oils in a carrier oil of your choice. Luckily, all of the blood flow stimulating ingredients in my Super Roots hair oil. Grab yours now, there's only 100 bottles left. The difference in incorporating this will maximize any massages or scalp stimulation that you're doing. So for example, if you are microneedling and then you start to incorporate a Super Roots hair oil into your regimen, you're going to be doubly affecting the blood flow mechanism, the hair growth mechanism, by creating micro channels for which those ingredients can then go and stimulate hair growth right at the root, at the hair follicle. Scalp calcification and product buildup helps to create a barrier. And again, restricting blood flow is a way to diminish the returns of the effort you're putting in to stimulating blood flow and hair growth. Creating those microchannels and then putting the topical treatment on is going to set you up for success, because I see a lot of people starting to hair oil or using topical treatments and nothing will happen because you have a calcified scalp, that shiny sheen that you see. If you notice, people with bald heads have shiny heads. They look like eggs. No offense. I love eggs. I really do. But you see people with thick hair, look at their scalp. It is not shiny one bit. My scalp is shiny. And that is the DHT, the hormone that causes hair loss. It creates this film across the hair follicle. It binds to the hair follicle and it miniaturizes, and you want to get past the dermis into the epidermis, where collagen is produced, where growth factors are produced, and where you can stimulate blood flow and hair growth. Otherwise, you're gonna be putting product on your scalp and it's just gonna sit there like that and nothing's gonna happen. So that's the main thing. So as you can see here, we're building this hair growth routine and stacking things so that we are maximizing hair growth. We are attacking it from all angles and we can create a boost and maximize the results by stacking up these things, setting ourselves up for success and hair growth. What I will say is there are a lot of rosemary oils out there. They are using the wrong rosemary oil. There are two types, there's verbone and cineol. Cineol is the more potent version of rosemary oil. It has a specific compound that is not found in the more commercially used verbone. So that's why I recommend Super Roots oil, because it has this specific rosemary oil that helps to stimulate hair growth and what was used in the studies. Okay, so we've stimulated blood flow, but if that blood flow and the nutrients flowing through your body is not at a high quality and is not at the standard that the hair follicles need to grow, then you're not going to get any results. That's why internal nourishment, which is the next stage of the stack, is so important. If your internal nourishment is not correct, if you are eating processed foods, you're not consuming the right foods, you're not fixing the deficiencies that you have, you are not going to see any results. So there is just a video to be made just on internal nourishment, but what I will say is you want to understand your deficiencies. If you are iron deficient, aka your ferritin stores are below 100, and women are the biggest sufferers from this, there is a link between iron deficiency and hair loss, especially in women, because we do suffer from heavy periods. We are losing a lot of blood. Fix the ferritin, take an iron supplement with vitamin C. I take Zuki every day. It has enhanced absorption using encapsulations. That means that when you ingest it and your body is breaking it down, it's not going to break down the iron, so your body can't absorb it. So just choose an iron supplement and consume more red meats. It's difficult to absorb iron from green leafy vegetables or plants. So that's why having steaks, protein is the best source of heme iron. Hair is predominantly made of keratin or protein. You want to incorporate lots of eggs, chicken, lean meats, turkey. You want to have at least 1 gram of protein for every 1 kilogram of body weight. I would normally have a very high protein breakfast, lots of eggs, even salmon, cottage cheese. It's really important to increase your protein intake. The other thing is your blood sugar levels. You want to ensure your blood sugar levels are maintained. So when you have carbohydrates, rice, pasta, you are spiking your blood sugar levels, and these hormones are disrupted, which causes hair thinning and hair loss. There are many people on the internet who have tried keto diet. If you suffer from PCOS, if your testosterone levels are really high and you are insulin resistant, aka your blood sugar levels spike very, very easily, then I would recommend having apple cider vinegar before every meal and also reducing your carb intake. Removing gluten from your diet. I'm gonna be straight and honest with you. The other thing is you want to balance your hormones. So taking like a balanced hormone tea. So I use the Syrup hair tea, which isn't out yet, but taking saw palmetto, red reishi. These supplements help to reduce the enzyme 5-alpha reductase that converts testosterone into DHT, which is the hormone that causes hair loss. Iron, red reishi, licorice root, saw palmetto. Those are the main supplements. And if you want to get a boost, I would recommend taking vitamin B3, which is niacin. Get the flushing kind because it helps to open up the capillaries, blood circulation across your whole body, and it's a really great supplement, so make sure you get the flushing kind. Everything will be linked in the description. Last but not least is the Mind Sanctuary. Mind Sanctuary is all about your mental health and well-being. I always journal. It really helps me to process my emotions, my feelings, and just be a much calmer person. I think stress is so integral in causing hair loss. So de-stressing should be part of your hair growth routine. Taking time for yourself, self-care, grounding, saunas, spa days, just time for you. That is one of the most important things that you cannot neglect, because the mind-gut hair axis is real. They're so inextricably linked that hair growth and hair loss is a holistic approach. You cannot attack it from one angle. You need to look at it across the whole stack, ensuring your gut health is good, your mental health is good, and doing everything topically to help stimulate hair growth and promote thicker, fuller hair. I hope you've enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.